In the unfolding saga of Jacob's lineage, a remarkable chapter emerges with the birth of Dan, born to Bilhah, the maidservant of the cherished Rachel. His name, meaning to judge, was chosen by Rachel in a moment steeped in hope and longing. Battling the agony of barrenness, Rachel believed that through divine intervention, judgment had finally come to her rescue in the form of a son. Dan's arrival not only signified a personal triumph over despair, but also served as a subtle victory in the fierce rivalry with her sister Leah. Yet, the name Dan was destined to resonate far beyond the moment of his birth. Though his origins were humble, being the firstborn of a concubine, and thus lacking the elevated status of his half-brothers, prophecies by his father Jacob and later by Moses foretold a future where he would rise to judge his people. In this light, Dan was marked with a unique blend of responsibility and authority, a legacy that would echo through the generations despite the scant details recorded in Scripture. In the intricate tapestry of Jacob's blessings, one thread stands out, a prophecy as captivating as it is cautionary. Jacob declared, "Dan shall judge his people as one of the tribes of Israel. Dan shall be a serpent by the way, a viper by the path that bites the horse's heels so that its rider falls backward." In these words, the destiny of Dan is etched with both brilliance and shadow. From his modest beginnings as the firstborn of Bilhah, Rachel's maidservant, Dan's name, meaning to judge, carried a heavy mantle of expectation. Yet, intertwined with this promise was a forewarning. Like a serpent, Dan was envisioned as both a guardian and a subtle saboteur, a creature capable of decisive action, but also prone to striking treacherously. This duality not only foretold his own path, but also foreshadowed the future of his tribe. Though originally called upon to uphold justice and protect the people of Israel, the tribe of Dan would eventually stray from its noble calling. Seduced by the allure of idolatry, they embraced false gods and succumbed to moral compromise. The imagery of the serpent, sleek and dangerous, came to symbolize a descent into deception, a stark reminder that even those charged with the sacred duty of judgment can falter when they lose sight of integrity. Thus, Dan's story, brief yet potent, serves as an enduring lesson. The path of leadership is fraught with temptations, and without wisdom and righteousness, even the most promising legacy can be marred by betrayal and downfall. In the annals of Jacob's family, the arrival of Naphtali, a full brother to Dan and the sixth son, stands as a testament to both struggle and divine favor. Born of Bilhah, Rachel's devoted maidservant, Naphtali's name, meaning my struggle, was chosen by a determined Rachel. Amid her bitter contest with Leah and still wrestling with the pain of barrenness, Rachel saw Naphtali's birth as a deeply personal triumph. His name echoed not just the physical act of wrestling, but also the fierce emotional battle within her, a battle that ultimately signaled the gentle favor of God upon her life. Within the vast tapestry of Jacob's sons, Naphtali stands apart, not for feats of war or dramatic downfall, but for a legacy woven from grace and eloquence. Unlike his more tempestuous siblings, his story is one of quiet dignity, free from the bitter strains of family conflict. Instead, his narrative is defined by a singular, evocative blessing from his father. Naphtali is a doe let loose. He gives beautiful words. This vivid image of a liberated, agile doe speaks of swiftness and freedom, attributes held in high regard in the ancient world. Yet, it is the promise of beautiful words that hints at an intrinsic gift for communication, a talent for inspiring and captivating through artful expression. In a family where strength was often measured in battle or leadership, Naphtali's story celebrates a different kind of power, the strength to move gracefully through life, to express joy and wisdom rather than to conquer. His descendants would later make their home in the fertile, serene lands near the Sea of Galilee. a region noted for its beauty and bounty, mirroring the peaceful and steady nature implied in his blessing. Naphtali's legacy, then, is not one of conflict, but of a gentle, enduring creativity that balanced the fiery passions of his kin with a soft, yet indomitable spirit. Gad, the seventh son of Jacob, was the firstborn of Zilpah, Leah's maidservant. His birth was met with joy by Leah, who declared good fortune. Gad's name is derived from the Hebrew word for good fortune or troop, reflecting Leah's delight at having yet another son to strengthen her position in the ongoing competition with Rachel. Gad's name, signifying troop, would prove prophetic, as his descendants became known for their military prowess and courage in battle. In the grand saga of Jacob's family, Gad emerges as a remarkable figure, a son whose very name foretold destiny. Born as the seventh son and the firstborn of Zilpah, Leah's trusted maidservant, Gad's arrival was celebrated with unbridled joy. Leah herself exclaimed, "Good fortune," a heartfelt declaration that not only marked the day, but also subtly fortified her standing in the enduring contest with Rachel. The name Gad, echoing the Hebrew for both good fortune and troop, was a clever and auspicious choice. It encapsulated Leah's delight in welcoming another son, and more intriguingly, it foretold a future steeped in martial valor. True to this prophetic hint, Gad's descendants would carve their legacy as fierce warriors, renowned for their courage and steadfastness in battle, much like an indomitable troop marching through the pages of history. On the rugged eastern bank of the mighty Jordan, the tribe of Gad made their home, a frontier land as perilous as it was promising. This exposed location meant that Gad's descendants had to live in a state of constant readiness, ever watchful against hostile incursions. Over time, this necessity forged a people of unmatched courage and martial skill. They became the steadfast, frontline defenders of Israel, their valor and prowess in combat echoing through the ages as a testament to their relentless spirit. In the annals of Israel's history, Gad's narrative may not be punctuated by dramatic exploits, yet it resounds with quiet, unyielding strength. While he did not possess the magnetic leadership of Judah or the profound spiritual mantle of Levi, Gad forged his legacy through sheer perseverance and steadfast courage. His life, and that of his descendants, embodied the very essence of his name, a troop of warriors who would stand unshaken in the face of adversity. In a saga filled with epic battles and grand destinies, Gad's enduring resolve reminds us that sometimes the most powerful legacy is built not on dazzling conquests, but on the relentless spirit to endure and prevail. As we pause to reflect on the journeys of Dan, Naphtali, and Gad, we're reminded of the timeless lessons each life imparts. Their stories invite us to dive even deeper into the legacies of Jacob's 12 sons, a family whose lives shape the destiny of God's people. Join us as we continue this epic exploration, unearthing the rich truths embedded in the sacred word. If you haven't already, hit subscribe and ring the notification bell so you never miss an episode of our unfolding saga. Together, let's journey through history and faith. God bless you.